Hello and a warm welcome back to all our viewers tuning into our channel. In today's episode, we are going to delve into the complex world of Linux malware analysis. Our goal is to break it down in such a way that even beginners in the field can gain a solid understanding. And in the image, you see the running processes on my Kali Linux box. First, let's discuss malware. This term refers to any kind of malicious software designed with the intent to cause harm to your computer system or systems. It could manifest in various ways, such as stealing sensitive information, damaging your data, or gaining unauthorized access to your system. Understanding Linux malware is the first step towards effective analysis. Linux malware can come in different forms and extensions. It could be a malicious script written in harmful commands. It could be in any scripting language. And plus, it could be a Trojan horse disguised as a legitimate software. Think of you downloading a legitimate software from GitHub, but it is actually a fake one, and it is named as a Trojan horse, or a backdoor that provides a hidden access point to your system. In the realm of Linux malware analysis, there are specific tools designed to aid us. Tools like, for starters, strings, which is built in Kali Linux. You can use strings to look at the strings encoded into an ELF executable. As you can see, I'm looking at the strings, but I lost all of it. What I do is I just point this into a file, and then I can read all of the strings again, or I can do some shortcuts, which is I can do strings pspy, which is our file here, or malware, or suspect, and I can do grep http to lists all the strings that has HTTP in it, so that I can find the network indicators far easily. So if I press enter, now I get two URLs, references GitHub, SPF, 13 Cobra issues. I don't know what they are, but I can use and look at these repositories on GitHub. Another way is to use forensic tools for analyzing Linux malware, or you can use debuggers like Ghidra, for example. If you know the tool, you can do advanced static analysis and dynamic analysis with it. And if you want to use antivirus solutions that runs on Linux, you can use Malscan, you can use ClamAV, or Linux Malware Detect, LMD. Or you can use dynamic tools to capture malicious traffic like Wireshark, or threat intel sources such as Virustotal. So basically, you're gonna use MD5 sum command to create a hash value for that executable. Let's say here, you're just gonna copy and paste to Virustotal, and if the Virustotal knows about it, it's gonna give you a detailed report about how the malware even behaves, because as you know, Virustotal doesn't just do static analysis anymore. Earlier, it was doing only static, so you give a hash, and if all the vendors know about this hash value, they say, hey, this is malicious or this is not malicious. But now they do also dynamic analysis, and they even do Linux malware analysis, which is ELF executable. And each of these tools has its unique features, but they all work towards a common goal: to keep your systems safe. After identifying a suspicious file, our next step is to understand its behavior and potential impact on our system. We accomplish this by employing two primary techniques, which starts with static analysis, what you do on your Linux boxes, and dynamic analysis, which is when you run the executable and you look at the file activities, network activities, or activities in general to find out what are the activities that this malware is carrying. You can do your static and dynamic analysis in a Ubuntu box, where you install some reverse malware engineering tools like REMnux, and it will be automatically installed, and you're just gonna run the ELF executable and see the process activities. And earlier I showed you an example of process monitoring on Linux, and it is pspy or pspy64 you can go and get from GitHub. If you don't have an environment to do your malware analysis, in a local environment, you can use automated tools such as Anyrun. And here I have a few examples of Linux malware running on Anyrun, and each have different goals. So the first one is telling me there are 14,000 connections. That mostly indicates maybe this malware is doing a DDoS attack. Whenever it runs, it does send these IP addresses over these ports, so it is maybe doing a DDoS attack. And let's look at the next example. Here, there's an ELF file. As you know, when you download something from the web into your Linux computer, in Linux, if you want to execute something, you have to make it an executable. How you do it is basically you do chmod space plus X to make it executable. So you change the mode of the file. The automatic sandboxes do this for you. So you upload a file and then it runs this chmod for you, and then the ELF executable is run. And the command line reading on Linux compared to Windows is kind of weak, because on Windows attackers leverage native binaries on Windows. That's why you see cert utilities used to download something, but on Linux it doesn't do that. Okay, and this command line activity, it doesn't tell us so much, but most of the time you will see cron tab, which is used for scheduled tasks on Linux. But by looking at rather the activity will give us more idea about what this malware is capable of. As you can see, there are 10 connections over these IPs, and not all of them are malicious, but one of them will be, of course. And let's look at the DNS requests. I guess this is an example of botnet. This is making a DNS query to pull support XMR. No, this is a crypto miner, I guess. Support XMR. This is for XMR, I guess, crypto. So basically, since we can also look at the CPU usage is very high, that indicates maybe a crypto mining is happening. And let's look at our last example. And here, after the execution, you can see sudo chown to run the executable chmod, and then let's see what it does. As I said before, on Linux the command line activity is kind of weak, so that's why we look at these IOCs, and as you can see in the DNS requests, it's making a connection to net-killer server-http.com. And if you look at the reputation for this website or domain, you will see it is malicious, and even the Anyrun knows that the reputation is bad, so there's flames. And even if you don't know all this, since the Anyrun is analyzing a lot of malware worldwide, it gives you tags for you to understand. You can just Google it. Hey, what is botnet? This malware is related with botnet characteristics. And we can see Mirai botnet is used here. And there you have it. It's a comprehensive yet simplified guide to Linux malware analysis. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like it and share it with your peers, and subscribe to our channel for more tech tutorials. See you.